Question 35. Muscles connecting the upper limb to the anterior and lateral thoracic wall and the muscles of the thorax. The muscles connecting the upper limb to the anterior and lateral thoracic wall includes the pectoralis major. It originates on the clavicle, sternum, and 2nd to 6th rib, and it inserts on the lateral lip of the intertubercular sulcus below the greater tubercle. It is innervated by pectoral nerves, and the function is adduction of arm and also pronation. Then we have the pectoralis minor, which originates on the 3rd to 5th rib and inserts on the coracoid process of the scapula. It is innervated also by pectoral nerves, and the function is adduction of arm. And we have serratus anterior, which originates on the 1st to 9th rib and inserts on the medial border of the scapula. This is anterior view of the scapula. So as you can see, it goes in all the way to the opposite border. It is innervated by the long thoracic nerve, and the function is to draw the scapula forwards. You can see here, forwards. And then we have the subclavius muscle, which originates on the 1st rib and inserts on the clavicle. It is nerve supplied by subclavius nerve, and the function is to steady the clavicle. Lastly, we have the muscles of the thorax, which are the intercostal muscles and the diaphragm. We have external intercostal muscles in orange, internal intercostal muscles in green, and innermost or intercostalis intimi in purple. The external intercostal muscles are ventrocaudal in direction and absent ventrally, and instead you have anterior intercostal membrane. The internal intercostal muscles are dorsocaudal in direction, and they are absent dorsally. Instead you have posterior intercostal membrane. The intercostalis intimi are like the internal muscles, but they are inserted internally to the costal groove of the rib. They also have intercostal membranes. The intercostal muscles are innervated by intercostal nerves. The diaphragm originates on the sternum, on the lower 6 ribs, and on the upper lumbar vertebrae. It inserts on the central tendon of diaphragm. It has openings of the inferior vena cava, aorta and esophagus. It is the main muscle of respiration, and it is innervated by phrenic nerve from the cervical plexus.